Hey guys, so guess what? Thank you so much for bringing me to 40 subscribers. I really mean it, but at least, but sad that we didn't get it at the end of the year. So please, if we get to 100,000 subscribers, if we get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do something special. And you guys will like it so much. You'll bring me up to about 10,000 subscribers, probably. Let's do this. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoy my new videos and my new and improved videos for the 40 subscribers special. I really mean it. Oh, I forgot this was a special. So this is going to be the 40 subscriber special. And it is 9, so this is going to be, so I have to do a 30-minute 40 subscriber special for 40 subscribers special for me reaching 40 subscribers all by you guys. Hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. This is my 40 subscriber special because I reached now 40 subscribers. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch 40 videos, of course. And since we didn't reach it until the new year, it's already the new year, so let's try to get to 100 subscribers before 2027. If we do that, I'll do a special thing on New Year's Day. See ya. Okay, let's watch. But before we watch it, let's first. I need to first use the bathroom for about the 40 seconds. I'm wearing a shirt, wearing pants, and a tag inside. Yeah, guys, I'm wearing pants that has a tag inside of it, which means it's not been cut yet. And I'm so embarrassed right now. Let's watch 40 videos / shorts, and it will all be equal. So let's start with probably this.
What if you modded Mario Kart to run on 5cc?
We are literally Steve on 5cc at Bowser's Castle, and we're going nowhere.
Awesome. No, it's not awesome, Peter.
Look at that drafting skill, though. All right, we're already in 5th. Items get so interesting on low C.
Ow, what?
Steve, do you want to bump each other? Bump each other, buddy? We'll catch up. I think he's slower than me, dude. Remember, it's 1 lap here. We got 1 lap to win to move on to the next CC. Oh, this doesn't. I don't know about this. Okay. All right, we made it. Well, we're catching up. We're getting the double. Items are huge in this game. These lines. Red shell, 2 red shells.
I almost just fell off.
How about?
It started.
started small. This kid brought a few things from home that day. A headphones, a hoodie, and some random collectibles. And somebody jokingly goes, "I'll trade you my Jordans for those headphones." He says, "Okay." And that's the moment it clicks. The next day he comes to school and that duffel bag he brought of stuff is heavier. And he starts telling people during lunch to meet him in the bathroom. And everything he had was up for trade. "Okay guys, line up. Here's what I got. What do you got?" And the value is negotiated right there on the spot. A hoodie for a watch for AirPods, AirPods for a portable speaker shaped like SpongeBob SquarePants, a portable speaker shaped like SpongeBob SquarePants for a porcelain plate that someone stole from their grandma's house that's worth a lot of money. Okay, I think we all did good today. We happy? Yep. Perfect. By week 3, there's a huge line of people holding random objects trying to trade with this kid, because the best part is you were never sure what he was gonna bring. Some of the stuff that was traded included shoes in a plastic bag, electronics, gift cards, jewelry. Bro, that's a PlayStation 5. I know. Now say you wanted something nice, but the thing you had to trade didn't equal the value. "Okay, I'll trade you this for that, but tomorrow you gotta bring me something else to make it even." Deal. So now there's credit on the line, and that's when it gets dangerous, because if someone didn't follow up with their end of the deal, there was arguing, fights, full-blown bathroom brawls. And then came the bandits, bigger kids that stormed into the bathroom one day and stole everything. "Hey, Pipsqueak, give us the stuff." I knew I should have hired security. That's another lesson. Always hire security. The school then gets involved in a pretty major way. Suspensions, confiscations, meetings with parents who are finding out for the first time that their kid traded their family heirloom for a freaking SpongeBob speaker. That bathroom was closed down for the rest of the year. But nobody ever forgot that underground trading post in the school bathroom. It started small. This kid brought a few things from home
that's
that
3
day.
of them.
Headphones, a hoodie.
Now let's do... That is 3 of them. Let's do... How about... Twitch Q channel Real Physics featuring Queso. What is this?
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Frank! Okay, next video.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, I'm not really talking a lot.
Over a year ago, I made a video predicting the Nintendo Switch 2, the launch games, the price, the controllers, everything. And now that the Switch 2 is out, it's time to see just how wrong I was. Some of my predictions aged very well, others not even close. So today, let's go back, break it all down, and figure out where I nailed it and also where I totally missed. So I made this video 11 months ago. At the time of me posting this, it'll be over a year ago. April 25th, 2024, I helped Nintendo make a perfect Switch 2, and I predicted a bunch of different things. Let's see what I said. Starting with launch games. See, with Nintendo Switch 2 launch hang on a minute, man. I dropped a little bit of weight since then, man. Look at me. Gym is good. There's a lot of different pathways we can go down. We can go down the Mario Kart 9 route. We can go down the 3D Mario. Legend of Zelda would be a little bit too soon. Man, he's spitting facts. Even me 1 year ago, he knew what he was talking about. And I still agree. Any successful console has to launch with Mario Kart, 3D Mario, or Zelda. Almost every single console that has come out from Nintendo since I've been alive has a Zelda or a Mario launch title. And between the two, you're gonna get your Mario launch title since Tears of the Kingdom is not even more than 2 years old yet. But okay, so I decided on a Mario launch title. Now, I didn't say 3D Mario or Mario Kart 9. That's next in this video, but we got that part right. Mario Kart 9, it's not gonna get as big of a pop whenever you reveal it, whether it be at E3. That's really true, and listen to my explanation here. Because we've seen Mario Kart, we all know that you drive on courses and try to be the first place finisher. So when Mario Kart 9 gets revealed, we're just like, oh, sick, new Mario Kart. But if 3D Mario gets revealed, like a Super Mario Odyssey 2, it gives more options for a brand new Mario experience. It would shock the crowd more. And it's true, and I still stand by that statement. I mean, I just explained it in the video, but yes, with Mario Kart, you race on tracks, that's cool beans. With 3D Mario, oh, they changed this, they changed that, they changed this, they changed that. There's more to look at, more to analyze, more to discover. I stand by that statement, which is why I indeed pick a brand new 3D Mario game to be launching with the Nintendo Switch 2 on release date. All right, so it does turn out I was wrong about Nintendo Switch 2. Now, we still have yet to see how wrong I'm going to be in this video, but for launch games, I picked 3D Mario over Mario Kart World or Mario Kart 9. Listen, I still think it should have been 3D Mario, but listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I was close, right? And then we'll have a second launch game, which will be a Nintendo Switch 2 tech demo. Oh, I got that one right. Oh, did you hear that? Nintendo Switch 2 tech demo I predicted. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is out now. Now listen, at the time of recording, if they didn't change anything, it costs $10 to buy. I'd think that's a scam. It should be free. Like even in this video, I talk about the 3DS AR cards. These were free cards that came with the 3DS. You should always pack in free tech demos, they're called. I don't know. It's a weird thing Nintendo's doing. Let's keep watching. I hope it's free. Oh, you're gonna be disappointed. I didn't even know that I said that. Oh, it's not free. Oh, my friend, my little 2024 version of me. Oh my gosh, it's not free, and I'm so sorry to tell you. Oh boy, it's $10. What are the Nintendo Switch 2 controllers? Okay, let's see. The controllers. Now, I'm very much one that thinks that the next console is going to be a revision of the Switch, so a Switch 2 in a sense. Okay, I'll take it. That's good. Yeah, please, just some beefier Joy-Cons. I would very much appreciate it. Okay, I asked for beefier Joy-Cons. I am happy to report we got those beefier Joy-Cons. We got the Joy-Con 2s, which are bigger, which feel better, which are more responsive, have a freaking mouse feature. I don't think that I predicted that part. As for Pro controllers, just keep it the exact same. This is perfect, by the way. Man, dude, he knew everything. I mean, listen, if you look at the Switch 2 Pro controller, it looks about the exact same. The texture of the thumbsticks looks the same. It's the same controller. You gotta love it. Next up, screen size. Okay, screen size. Let's see what I had to say. I probably said it needs to be a bigger screen because I've always felt like I could use a bigger screen. Let's see. This is one that no one's really talking about. As it is now, the Nintendo Switch OLED has a 7-inch screen. You know what? I'm not sure if I want it much bigger. I mean, the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck have the exact same screen size, and I've never had a problem with either. Nintendo, hey, I have had problems with the screen size. I'd be on a road trip, and the screen looks fine, but I wish that it was a little bit bigger. Exact same screen size, please. Okay, so what is the screen size? I don't even know. Okay, so it's a 7.9-inch screen. So it's about 1 inch bigger, but I can't call that a correct prediction. So I will say I was wrong about the Switch 2 screen size. The only problem that I really am gonna have here when the Switch 2 launches is if the Switch 2 does not have an OLED screen. This will kill me. Well, RIP. So the Switch 2 screen is LCD. However, if you told 2024 version of me the Switch 2 is not OLED, he would cry. The Switch 2 screen is looking very bright, very colorful. Even though it's an LCD screen, it looks phenomenal. So I actually don't have a problem with the screen, even though it's not an OLED screen. Because while it will keep the price down, how will any Switch OLED user be able to go from the OLED screen back to the LCD screen, the non-OLED? You're gonna be kind of disappointed. That's true, but if you look at the Switch 2 screen, all is well, all is good. All right, here's a juicy one for you. Backwards compatibility. What did I say here? I'm gonna say yes, have it on Switch 2. If you're gonna make any sort of revision for a console, Switch Pro, Switch 2, Switch Ultimate, Switch McDouble. Oh, dude, we were robbed of the Switch McDouble. Come on now. However, if the Switch 2 is backwards compatible, listen, I would really love if you could make the Switch games look a lot better on the Switch 2. Woo! So as we know, the Nintendo Switch 2 versions of Switch 1 games, take Zelda for example, look awesome, but you have to pay an extra $10 to upgrade if you're not a Nintendo Switch Online, I believe, expansion pack member. Yes, that is correct information. I just Googled it. It can also help you raise the price, but I'm not trying to give you any ideas. Well, look what you did. You gave them ideas. $10 for an upgrade is nuts for a game that you already own. You gave them ideas, bro. Then everyone's least favorite and favorite part of any Nintendo console, the gimmick. Oh, what did I say for the gimmick? There isn't really much of one on Switch 2. Oh, the mouse feature. I don't think that I predicted that, but let's see. What the heck do you do with a Switch 2? Well, it's still a Switch in the sense that you're probably going to be able to take it from TV to handheld to Wendy's. Thankfully, that part is correct. However, there's one thing they can do. See, while still holding my Nintendo fanboy crown, I do embark on my Steam Deck adventures. With the Steam Deck, you can run an HDMI cable from the tablet to the TV and play on both screens, which would allow you to then play Wii U games, 3DS games, whatever you want to do. Okay, so the gimmick that I predicted was that you could plug some sort of cord from the top USB-C port, that was what I imagined, into the TV, play split screen games. It didn't happen, doesn't seem like it will happen. Buddy, you were wrong. But do you know what the Switch 2 needs in order to be able to do any of that? What? Tell me. Power. Oh, okay. What sort of power will the Nintendo Switch 2 have? A lot of people say 4K. Listen, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. Whoa, he didn't predict 4K. He said no 4K, okay. Nintendo is so behind in terms of hardware. 4K is like going to the moon. And there's rumors, well, if 4K is like going to the moon, I guess we're all like Katy Perry, huh? Any Nintendo-made game on the Switch should be absolutely pristine. I still agree with that. We can't have Nintendo games dropping frames. You have Mario and Luigi Brothership running at a solid rate of frames dropping. It's not a smooth playing game. You have Pokemon Legends ZA looking crusty on the Switch 1. Nintendo games should be pristine. Hopefully that is the case on Switch 2. The fact that a game like Animal Crossing New Horizons lags terribly and cannot even load in some of the items that you've placed on that clip right there is just horrendous. Watch this. Watch how much furniture loads in. That shouldn't happen. I get New Horizons is an intense game. That shouldn't happen. If you can't get your own first-party games at a smooth frame rate on the console, I sense a problem. So honestly, in terms of power, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want Animal Crossing, Princess Peach Showtime, and all the rest of the games, Kirby, to look smooth. Well, he got his wish. The games seem to look smooth. You know, Mario Kart, Metroid Prime 4, it's all looking fresh, 60 frames per second, if not 120 frames
If you've
per
ever
second.
played Mario Kart World, you've probably seen these trucks that you can take over by driving into them. Now, controlling these trucks is already pretty fun, but it also got me thinking, what happens if we manage to flip one of these trucks over? And what happens if we just drive off a cliff? Let's find out. For whatever reason, this road on Crown City has a ton of these trucks, and after just a few seconds, I located our first victim. I started by following it for a bit, and then took over right next to this curved ramp. Then with full confidence, I drove straight up the ramp. Sadly, the truck couldn't quite handle it and broke apart, ejecting me just a few seconds later. Next, I located a second truck and followed it onto this bridge. I noticed there was a pretty large drop to the right, so I decided this was the perfect time to take things into my own hands. Huh. If you've ever played Mario Kart World, you've probably seen
Yeah, I've
these
seen
trucks that
it.
you
'Cause
can
they're
take over.
stupid.
So I have a Twitter account called Thomas G Dogs, And sometimes people send me interesting things that they think I should make videos about. Generally speaking, I don't normally make those videos, but someone called Max sent me a message almost 2 years ago, and it's one of the most interesting messages I've ever received. He discovered an old pop song that sounds almost identical to one of Mario's most famous themes. So, today I'm going to tell you the story that Max told me. One day, he was watching videos of old game shows on YouTube. Actually, to be specific, the show was Name That Tune. The premise is simple. There are 2 contestants, and throughout various rounds of the show, they hear short clips of a song, or a few notes played on the piano, and their job is to name that tune. See what they did there? So, Max was watching this old episode from 1984. The 2 contestants are Susan, a teacher, and Jack, another teacher. Now, Jack wins the first round, Susan wins the second, it's neck and neck. Now, here's where Max noticed something weird while he was watching. In this next round, Jack is about to be played the first 4 notes of a song, and he has to name what that song is. And just listen.
Name that tune.
Here are your 4 notes. Good night, ladies. No, I'm sorry, it's green, green. Colorfully redundant, green, green. And you've done it, you won. Hit a note. You better do.
Green Green? That sounds a heck of a lot more like a well-known Mario song. As both Max and I immediately noticed, it bears a stunning resemblance to the Overworld theme from Super Mario World on the SNES. So I'll do a proper comparison between the 2 songs later, and you'll see just how similar they really are. But first, let me go back to Max's message. He says, I started Googling immediately, expecting to find literally anyone acknowledging that it sounds exactly like the Overworld theme from Super Mario World. But it seems nobody has ever made this connection. I mean, there's no way that's a coincidence, right? If anyone can uncover definitive proof that Kondo was inspired by this track, I think it's you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. So these 2 songs certainly sound similar, but it seems impossible that Mario's composer, Koji Kondo, based his song on this old pop song. Green Green is a song from 1963 by a group called the New Christy Minstrels, who you've probably never heard of. And this song, well, it was a hit in its time, but nowadays it doesn't even have a page on Wikipedia. Surely it's impossible that Koji Kondo could have ever heard it in Japan in the 1990s. Well, to start with, there's definitely precedent for Koji Kondo taking inspiration from other pop songs. I've got a whole video on this, but part of the original Zelda dungeon theme sounds really similar to the song April by the rock group Deep Purple, which he was a fan of at the time. Or how about the main theme from Super Mario Bros? That sounds notably similar to the fusion song Sister Marion by the band T-Square. Interestingly, Koji Kondo in his own words said this: the overworld theme in Mario might show some influence from the Japanese fusion band T-Square. In other words, this inspiration he took wasn't exactly a secret. He talked about it publicly. But what about Super Mario World's overworld theme? Instead of a Japanese fusion song inspiring this Japanese composer, it would have to have been an old American pop song influencing all the way over in Japan. That just seems impossible. Except it turns out it's not. So we need to take a quick diversion to 1960s Japan, because this is the missing link, the decade that connected these 2 songs together from opposite parts of the globe. A fairly well-known Japanese children's author called Hikaru Kataoka one day heard the American song Green Green and decided to translate it into Japanese. At the time, Kataoka worked for a TV program called Merry-Go-Round of Song. which was watched by millions of Japanese children every week. They played songs for people to listen to, essentially. And his Japanese translation
Sorry
of
if
Green
I'm
Green
not
was
talking a
one
lot.
evening performed on the show, which led to it becoming an instant hit across the country. Sadly, there's no surviving footage of the song being performed back then. In fact, as far as I can tell, there's no footage remaining of Merry-Go-Round of Song whatsoever. But here's the thing. Hikaru Kataoka's Japanese lyrics weren't actually a direct translation of the original song. They're actually completely original, and they're quite a bit darker too. The first 3 verses start off ordinarily enough with a father talking to his son about the world. But as the song goes on, the father suddenly and tragically exits his son's life. That morning, Papa left on a journey far away. I knew that he'd never come back again. What happened to the father is never explicitly stated in the lyrics, but many listeners took the answer to be war. Kataoka had experienced war firsthand, and the song was released while the Vietnam War was in full swing. At that time, there were many children in the world who lost their fathers due to war. Children of elementary school age are more sensitive to death than adults think. Now, you might believe this serious subject matter would harm the song's chances of finding success, but that was not the case at all. Green Green became a much bigger hit in Japan than it ever was in America. In fact, it became ingrained in the country's musical culture. Here's just one simple example. Green Green, like I said, does not have an English Wikipedia page, but it does have a Japanese Wikipedia page. And the song's not even from Japan. Now,
come on, time to sleep.
Okay.
Get your shirt. Okay, go pee, please. Have you enjoyed the stream of this guy in South Africa?